What's up, everybody? Happy midday Monday to ya. Pray that all is well. For this is the day that the Lord has made. We shall rejoice and be glad in it. This is Mr. Favor, and I'm back. I'm on the road. I'm driving, guys. So, paying attention to the road. I might glance down at the camera. But I'm going to make the nugget real quick, because I'm actually driving. I'm about to get jumping off of one highway onto another highway. So, but I hope you all are doing well. Hope you all had a wonderful weekend. You're having a wonderful, great, blessed, safe, successful, and productive Monday. And you're getting it done out there. Whatever you are doing, I hope you all are getting it done. All right, guys. Let me just throw this 411 out here. Not really sure what time I'm gonna be done today, because the word I got, we got a long day today. So I'm not sure what time I'll be done, but it'll probably be back to the Bible on the road again. If not, I'll be back in the studio. But if I'm not at the studio, we're probably going to have to do back to the Bible on the road again. If it's coming up on the 7 p.m. hour, I'll probably be doing back to the Bible on the road because where I may be. Okay, so just want to put y'all in the know. Want to drop that on you guys. Put you in the 411, give you the 411, put you in the know. That way, you know, we can all be on the same page. But we had a great time last week. It was back to the Bible on the road on last week. And hey, sometimes we got to do what we got to do. As long as we do what we need to do, that's all that matters. How about that? As long as we get it done, that's all that matters. So that's where we are right now. And again, I hope you all are having a great day. This is Mr. Favor, and I'm back. It's good to be back, man. It's good to be back. All right, guys, I'm about to get to the Nugget. I'm jumping on the other highway here. Go ahead and set my cruise so I can cruise on down the road. Good evening to everybody. Happy midday Monday to you. I'm driving, guys, so I'm not able to really look down and kind of talk to you right now on the comment section, but hope you all are doing well, and you're having a great day, having a blessed day. All right, here we go. Let me set my cruise, y'all. I like to set my cruise. Got to save on the fuel. It helps on the fuel. Because folks don't want to come down on the fuel. I don't know what's going on. Y'all pray for them fuel people. Pray for them gas bandits, so they can come down on this fuel. But anyway, the nugget of the day. Drum roll, please. The nugget of the day is simply this. The secret to your success is in how well you can keep a secret. The secret to your success is how well you can keep a secret. What do you mean by that? Sometimes we reveal too much. Sometimes we tell too much to the wrong people. And sometimes people really don't want to learn from you. They don't want to glean from you. They just want to find out what you know, so they can take what you know to either benefit them or to give it to somebody else. And that's how a lot of times people lose out. That's how they miss a lot of opportunities. The opportunity could have been theirs, but because they shared it with the wrong person, or they shared too much, and they didn't learn the benefits of keeping things private. Okay? Your success. I was sharing this with a young business owner last week, and he was asking me some questions and things like that. I said one of the principles that I live by every day. One of the success, the secret. And he said, well, you know, could you give me some a nugget of wisdom? I said, sure. I said, I'm gonna give you a nugget and never forget it. The secret to your success is in how well you can keep a secret. You can't tell everything. You can't tell everybody everything, even to the closest who you feel are the closest people to you. You can't tell it. And some things you just learn by experience. Some things you learn in business. By experience. And I'm telling you, some things you need to keep to yourself. Because you got to remember, at the end of the day, you could be friends with people, you could be colleagues with people, but at the end of the day, especially in times like these, you are competition. At the end of the day, a person can sit down and have lunch with you, they can talk to you, they can communicate with you, they can just have casual conversation with you. But when you step out of that, particular atmosphere and you leave that particular zone, you enter back into the business world, which is you become their competition. So at the end of the day, you may not think that way, but other people can think that way. And so you may look at them as, you know, a colleague, a friend, you know, an associate, but in their minds, you a competition. And so their mindset is to find out as much as they can about you and what you got going on and how it's going to benefit them in the long run. So you got to be careful in what you say, how much you say, and who you say it to. Okay, you got to be careful with that. All right, and there's some people that's been in business way longer than I have. They can tell you the same thing. Sometimes excitement can expose you too soon. A lot of times, in a lot of cases, people's excitement is what exposed them. They got exposed by excitement. And you could be excited, but you got to learn how to be disciplined in being excited. Because if you lack discipline, being excited can cause you to expose things and to reveal things too soon, or to reveal things at the wrong time, or tell too much. And I think a lot of times people get excited, they go to talking, and they don't realize you don't know who's in the midst of what you're saying, or you don't know who's in your company. Okay? And there's a lot of desperate people out here, guys, because everybody is not experiencing the abundance. Everybody is not experiencing provision. There's some people out here that they are hungry and they will step on, they will go around, they will befriend you in order to betray you. Oh, whoo, boy, I just said something right there. I don't know if y'all caught that. They will befriend you in order that they might betray you. Because they're hungry. You know, when a man is hungry or a man is greedy, he is willing to betray you. And that's the truth. That's the God's honest truth. And so everybody is not experiencing the blessing, the abundance, provision, or whatever the case may be. So you got to be careful. And a lot of people got a lot of responsibilities. They got overheads. They got a lot of bills. Now they took that on themselves. But when you got a man or a person, a woman that has a lot of overhead, a lot of bills, and a person may step out of character just for a little while. And don't let it shock you. Don't let it surprise you, because everybody is not experiencing, provision. And because of the times in which we're living in and how things are going in the economy, fuel prices, everything is at a high increase, so, people they're becoming more desperate. And when you are desperate, desperate people take desperate measures and do different desperate things. So, it's kind of hard to trust somebody like that. You got people that have been friends for a long time, depending on the situation or circumstance, and depending on what they're going through. A person can betray another person who may have been friends for a long time because of the need or whatever it is that they're going through. They're under a lot of pressure, or they have a lot of things going on and they don't know which way to turn. They don't know no other outlet. So you just got to be careful, guys. That's all I'm saying. The secret to your success is how well you can keep a secret. Think about that. What up there? What's up? He said, tell it. Yeah, what's up, man? What's happening? What's going on? Back to the Bible fam. How y'all doing? Y'all cutting up today. But they know I'm telling the truth. Y'all know I'm right. So the secret to your success is how well can you keep a secret. All right. So I just want to encourage everybody, put everybody in the know, because, like I said, in order to be betrayed, somebody had to befriend you first. Because a betrayer is not going to approach you as a betrayer. They're going to befriend you first. They got to get close to you first. They got to allow you to feel comfortable around them so that you can let your guard down, so that you can become open and vulnerable to them. Always remember that. In order for a person to betray you, they have to first befriend you. Okay? So don't be distracted by compliments and all of that kind of stuff. People approaching you in a non-threatening manner, or they're very nice and all that. And some people are just nice, they friendly like that. But you can tell when a person is doing too much, trying to get close to you. They are trying to check your temperature, so to speak. They're trying to feel where you are. How much can they get out of you? They may pose a question that may not mean anything, but they just want to see how guarded are you? How secure are you? Ooh, boy, this is good stuff right here. How guarded are you? How well are you protected and guarded? How secured are you? So they'll just throw little bits and pieces out there just to see if you're going to respond, so that they can try to win you over or whatever. Just be careful of that. That's manipulation and stuff like that. You got to know what and who you're dealing with. Okay, especially if you got people just calling you out the blue that don't normally talk to you on a regular basis. I mean, they just calling you out of the blue with a bunch of questions. You already know they up to no good. You know what I'm saying? And so just kind of be careful, guys, because in this particular season and this particular time we're in, you got to discern, and you got to really, really follow the leading of God to show you who you really can trust in this day. Because I'm telling you, man, deception and manipulation is at an all-time high, because everybody got this mentality, I gotta survive. I got to survive. I got to make it. I got to make sure I'm good. And just the consideration, the care, the compassion, it's just not there in a lot of ways. And a lot of people are really, all they focus on is themselves. They don't care about you. So, you know, this is just the reality, and this is just the truth. But you got to be careful, guys. So the secret to your success is how well you can keep a secret. Okay? Some things need to remain between you and you only. You know what I'm saying? If it's something that's not important, no threat, you can share it if you like. But, you know, just kind of be careful who you trust, who you open up to. And remember, we're in some rough times right now. So a lot of people, they don't know how to handle rough times. They don't know how to work under pressure. They don't know how to navigate, because most people don't have a plan B. I tell people all the time, if your primary resource was to cut you off today, will your business be able to survive? And most businesses would not be able to survive because they only depend on one particular resource. And if that resource dries up, if they run out of work, they run out of anything, what will you do? And that's why you got to have your own network. You got to have your own connections. You got to have your own plugs. You got to have your own work. So in case your primary or your main resource or whoever you're dealing with, you know, they was to shut down today, what would you do? And a lot of businesses don't have a plan B. They don't have a plan B or C in place. So if plan A falls through, they out of business. And you don't want your business to be built upon just one primary source. You got to have a plan B. You got to have your own network. And some people network is just that one connection. And if that one connection disconnects them or they disconnect from them, they have nothing. So you don't want to build your business like that. So all of y'all business owners, you think about that. If your main primary resource, I'm not saying it will happen, but it could happen. You know, you got to be prepared for all things. You know, you can speak positive confessions all you want, but at the end of the day, you still live in a real world and you live in a real life. And some things are just gonna happen. That's why you gotta have things in place. You gotta have plans. You gotta have all kinds of things set up just in case something go wrong. And we live. Come on now, let's be real here. Things we gonna experience problems. Things are gonna happen. Okay, whether it's expected or unexpected. That's why you gotta be prepared at all times. Okay, so you gotta have things in place. You gotta have things on reserve. You gotta have things in savings or whatever the case may be. You gotta prepare yourself. So, you know, have a plan B, have a plan C. You know, have something to fall back on. You know, that's why it's good to have skill and talent. You know, just in case this brook dries up, you don't have to panic. You can go over here and get water over here from this river, or you can do something else. You don't have to fall. You don't have to lose everything you got. And always live beneath your means, guys. Don't live above your income. Live under your income. Just in case something happens, you won't be overwhelmed financially. All right. So, what's going on? So that's all I got to say, guys. I'm gonna get off of here because I'm on this highway. I'm trying to drive and pay attention where I'm going. But y'all continue to have a God bless day. Check out the Nugget, everybody. Your secret, the secret to your success is in how well you can keep a secret. All right. So take these nuggets, take these words of wisdom, apply them to you and let them bless your life. All right. This is Mr. Favor. I'm about to jump off of here. And again, like I forestated earlier, I'm not really sure whether I'm going to be in the studio tonight or not. But we can still have Back to the Bible on the road like we did last week. So if I'm not in the studio around 7 o'clock, I'll probably be coming on live on the road. But if I'm done by 7, I'll be at the studio. But as of right now, it's looking like it's going to be a long day. That's according to what they're telling us. We're going to have a long day today. All right. So, we got the holiday coming up, so I think they're going to be working late every day this week, trying to get some things caught up before we head into the Memorial Day weekend. So I think that's what they're trying to do. So, anyway, y'all continue to be blessed. Continue to make it a great day. Get it done. And y'all be safe out there. And Lord willing, I'll see you tonight, 7 p.m. All right? Let's throw that out there. Lord willing, I'll see you tonight, 7 p.m. Whether it be in the studio or whether it be on the road. We gonna talk a little bit. We're gonna say something. You know what I'm saying? And but y'all be blessed. The boy got to go. This is Mr. Favor, and I'm out. Y'all be safe. Peace.